Hey everybody. I don't know why I did that. I must have hit something. There we go. Alright. I don't know why she keeps doing the sandwich mukbangs. This is basically the equivalent of Subway in Kuwait. It's called Substop. And no, I don't think so. Has quite a bit to say about it, obviously. But I don't know how a grown-ass adult is incapable of eating a meal without getting her sleeves in her food nearly every single fucking time. Chantal. It's pretty gross. Alright.
Hi guys, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another video. So today I have Substop, not Subway, not to be confused with.
She's literally rolled out of bed for this. She rolled out of bed for this. So I guess she did some DoorDash or whatever the equivalent is in Kuwait, but she is in her PJs, which still, like, I mean, obviously she didn't sleep in the undergarment and head covering, right? So she took a moment to actually change. Let's think about that for a second. She took a moment to make herself presentable for her audience, given her religion and such. But she did not put on daytime clothes. She decided, nope, I'm going to have a PJ day. But it's not really a PJ day, is it, Chantel? Because you're not just in your PJs. You're wearing it as though it's an outfit. It's not. You shouldn't be, if you can't wear that out on the street, you shouldn't be wearing that as the food connoisseur who's going to tell everybody how to eat and how to cook.
Subway, though, the food is pretty much very much the same, except this is local. And I have a Kinza Cola from Saudi Arabia. And
did you notice she just started, like, rearranging the pillows for each live stream just because of reactor feedback? Because people noticed that they were never moving because she wasn't entertaining, and she apparently doesn't use the room for any other purpose. So now, in some sort of weird response, she just rearranges the pillows for each one of these live streams. It's very bizarre. Why don't you just use your living room? By the way, what happened to your TV? Why is the TV no longer mounted on the wall? And what happened to the buffet that you guys took that other couch out? You actually had a little more space in that living room. And you could have put up some knick-knacky things, including your plaque. Are we going to get an update on the plaque? Are you getting a Foody Beauty plaque? Or are you going to keep the dented Miriam plaque? Is there going to be a plaque displayed at some point?
this is Kuwait brand of chips. We have tomato ketchup. How many calories? 131 calories for this bag. This, I don't know. I don't care. I care, but you know what I mean. This is my breakfast/lunch.
No, it's not. We all know you don't skip meals. Eating a 12-inch in one sitting sounds crazy to me. You could have at least made this into 2 separate meals.
I'm so tired today, so it's like a PJ day.
Every day is a PJ day for you. You don't do anything.
I love these PJs. Oh my gosh. Now I'm experimenting. I got a tuna, 12-inch tuna.
On plain white bread, of course.
Oh, that's a huge chunk of onion. I can't do it. Bismillah.
Why don't you try it before ruling it out? Because if you took normal human-sized bites, you would be biting through that piece of onion and not have the whole thing in your mouth.
I wanted to try onions on my tuna, but I'm chickening out a bit. Like, they don't have to put so many huge chunks. You know what I mean? Anyway. Growing up, I used to hate onions. I used to pretend I was, like, allergic, kind of. Like, just so they wouldn't forget not to put onions, like, kind of was, like, allergic because it would make me gross out.
That's not how allergies work. This gall.
Now I'm gonna try. So I have a tuna on Italian bread with, like, tomato, lettuce. It's just, like, fully loaded.
But have you tried them since? Because our taste buds as children are very different from our taste buds as adults. That's why lots of kids don't like things like blue cheese, but adults do, because our taste buds start numbing as we get older. That's why olives are not a big favorite with kids, but, you know, they're more something that adults want to eat. Have you tried any of these onions as an adult? It seems like you're very limited in what you actually want to try, which is why you keep circling back to the same foods all the time. Like, for instance, when I did my day tripping in San Clemente, I went down to the pier and I had a cup of clam chowder, something I've never seen you eat, but you would have a bowl, I'm sure, not just a cup. You can actually just have small portions of something, so you're just trying it, you know that? And I had a half dozen oysters. Have you tried oysters as an adult? Good source of protein.
Cheese, Southwest sauce, mayo, salt, pepper, pickles, lettuce. Let's go, yellow. Beauty bite.
Where is that from?
It's not toasted. The bread is soft.
So it's gonna be a soggy mess with all those sauces you put on. Gross.
And that's good with all those veggies.
Don't stick
Usually
it in
I just don't get as many veggies, especially not tomato. There's something about tomato and tuna that, like, gives me the ick, but now I love it.
Look at what she's doing to her sleeve.
Yeah, I don't know the story of Substop, like, how they get away with, like, transforming.
Don't stick your food in our faces. For fuck's sake, especially when you're so gross that you've got mustard all over your sleeve.
The franchise? I don't know. My pajamas.
How much do you want to bet she's still gonna sleep in them tonight?
It's just one of them days, you know? Man, I usually get the Parmesan oregano bread, but bread. I'm a bread sniffer. There was this huge, like, controversy where people were claiming that Subway's had some crazy rumors, like, their bread is, like, made up of, like, 65% yoga mats.
Would you like to provide a source on that claim? Because I've not heard that. The controversy that I heard was the sugar one that, no, I don't think so, is going to reference. And also that they got in trouble for not actually measuring out their bread to be a foot long.
Fun fact, there is so much sugar in Subway's bread that both you and Ine have declared that it doesn't classify as real bread.
They like tested the bread and found that there was, like, gym mats in it or something. And my brain would go back to those stupid mats with the Velcro in gym class. Another reason to hate gym. I know.
Why do you just make shit up? Why do you do that? I mean, seriously, if you're going to make a claim like that, don't you want to look it up first and see if it's for real? Because, oh my God, why would you do that?
The rumor was that the tuna wasn't tuna. Their tuna tastes like every other can of tuna I've ever eaten. All tuna tastes the same to me. I just buy whatever's on sale. If it tastes good, that's all that matters. Remember the McDonald's chicken nuggets factory? People were like grossed out because they saw that chicken nuggets were made with like a pink sludge, which was the chicken meat.
Yeah, you should totally talk about really disgusting food stories while you're eating in front of your audience. Well done. Well done.
But if you take a chicken breast, okay, if you try to make your own chicken nuggets and you put a chicken breast in the food processor, it's going to look like pig sludge. We woke up today and looked at each other and we're both like, are we going to go out today? Nah, let's get in PJs.
Season 3 is really lit, y'all.
Why would you put your chicken breast in the food processor? Like, I can understand you getting out the hammer thing and tenderizing it if that's how you want to do to bread it and cook it that way. But usually that's going to be for like chicken cordon bleu or something like that. Shit that she's never going to cook because she doesn't know how to cook anything. But why the hell would you put a chicken breast in a food processor? Am I missing something here?
There have been 0 attempts to make content together since your return. Did he chicken out after he saw that people weren't gonna let the K-Bella incident go?
Order lunch and pickles. Subway has good pickles. Stop. But their food tastes exactly the same. Man, that's good. I want to start reading, but I used to be like up to date on most Stephen King stories that came out. I want. He's so prolific. Like, how many stories has he come out with since the last one I've known? Like,
I know a book you could check out.
Did you read the book that your aunt gave you for your birthday about dieting?
How about the Quran? Heard it gets really good past page 55.
I think the last one I knew of was like Mr. Mercedes. That's it. Breakfast and lunch in one. And now I have this huge bottle of water that I'm going to finish the next maybe 2 hours. And just enjoy the day. I'm not ashamed to admit I enjoy these days. Pajama party days. We don't have really any housework to do right now. Maybe a rear.
Did you see which way she was brushing the crumbs off of her mukbang table? It was not in a direction where she could collect it with her hand, and we know that she keeps a wastebasket right next to her on the right side where she could then dump it out. No, she was just pushing that off onto the floor. Because unless you're encircled by a wastebasket, Chantel, do you have a wastebasket that just fucking encircles the entire table? Why the hell were you pushing your crumbs off onto the floor in your house?
Arrange those pillows. So, yeah, it's these little moments I appreciate, you know? Yeah, these little moments of, like, comfort, happiness, you know? Just gonna enjoy the day with my husband and my cats and Howie. He was so excited.
I don't know. You were calling him Harry on the other live stream. So what's his fucking name? Can you remember what he's called? Because some days you call him Howie, and some days you call him Harry.
I gotta film him. Okay, we'll do a Howie extravaganza one day, one of these days. Alright guys, so thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye! Enjoy your weekend.
Well, I don't know how much, no, I don't think so, trimmed it and cut that back, but I'm sorry, they're still working on the pool. It's Saturday, for fuck's sake. Come on, you guys. This project was supposed to be done by January 1st. Amazing. I know, I'm just feeling very Karen right now. Okay, but anyway, point being is, that was breakfast. She will have lunch, and she will have dinner, and she will have supper, because that's how she's going to roll. But she doesn't need to do it in her PJs. And, you know, that's not the kind of channel that she's created. I know that a lot of times when I do my live streams, people see me in a bathrobe, because I live stream from my balcony and it gets cold out here. So I cover myself up. I'm wearing fleece. I've got, you know, a lot of layers on, and then I'll put a bathrobe on for further warmth. But this girl is trying to be a food connoisseur in front of a much larger audience than me, and I'm not getting, like, why she thinks it's okay to be that cash and stick her pajama top in mustard. Why don't you try some, if you're going to continuously eat on screen, why don't you try some new things? Things that are lower in calorie, higher in nutritional value, less carbs, and, you know, more vegetables and proteins. Why don't you try some different things? But you don't go out, right? So, but if you did go out, you could do something like, okay, let's have oysters tonight. You can't do that because you refuse to leave the house. Oh, it's the PJ day. Every day is a fucking PJ day. What are you talking about? You haven't left the house since you got home. You have not left your apartment since you got home. Okay? Disgusting.